Before the game, I pretty much do the same thing. I usually have a little mix tape on my iPod to listen to when I'm warming up before the game. I drink 2 Pedialytes, and I usually go out there and just play. That's pretty much what I do before. I go out there. I'm not too much of a ritual guy. I'm not a superstitious person. So after a win, I usually come back and I celebrate with the family. We usually have some food at the house, and we just have a good time, watch the Sunday night football game, and just kick back and enjoy ourselves. After a loss, it's kind of a little slower. Usually I still have family in town, but I'm not really too big on entertaining after a loss. You put so much hard work into your week to prepare for that win, and when you fall short of your goals, it's really disheartening. Guadalupe, I was one of those guys that had to really work extremely hard to do well in school. I had to work and study and do everything I could to make my A's and B's. I had a great teacher. Math was my most difficult subject, and I had a great teacher. I went to Valley Forge Military Academy by the name of Captain Garris. He was a guy that just continued to push me every day to never, take for granted the opportunity that I was given with sports, but to also capitalize on the intelligence that God blessed me with, and don't ever come up short. So I always used to have to work really hard in this class, and he pushed me, and teachers like that really got the best out of me, and I was very lucky and fortunate to have guys like that. Michael, how you doing, man? It was always my goal and dream to play in the NFL. I think being a ball boy gave me a unique experience to be able to see professional athletes, guys that I liked and I emulated, work on an everyday basis. I got to see Chris Carter, how hard he worked every day, and that's what made him great on Sunday. So it gave me a better appreciation, and I think it was rare because I don't think most people get the opportunity to see exactly what they want to do at such a young age. And I got a little taste of it, and it really made me work that much harder and gave me that added incentive to do whatever it took to get to this point. So that's a tough question for me because I'm partial. I grew up in Minnesota. I was raised around the Minnesota Vikings, so I'm a huge Chris Carter fan. But you can't take anything away from Jerry Rice and Michael Irvin. Jerry Rice statistically has to be the greatest receiver of all time, just because of what he's been able to do over the course of his 20-year career. I mean, all-time receiving leader, all-time touchdown leader, all-time catches leader. I mean, he holds every receiving record possible. So you definitely have to take your hat off to him. Michael Irvin was a fantastic player, a Hall of Famer, 3-time world champion for the Dallas Cowboys, and one of the most fierce competitors you ever play against, the NFL's ever seen. So those 3 guys are the best, in their class, and it's hard for me to really just take one. But just based on my personal relationship with Chris, I would have to say, since I'm closest to him, I got to go with him. Durham, I think what motivates me to go out there and play the best is I just want to be great. Everybody that I ever watched and admired on TV, I saw those guys go out there and play hard. The Barry Sanders, Chris Carters, Kirby Puckett, and Kevin Garnett's, the guys that I grew up watching when I was a child. They always played hard and left it on the field to play. And I kind of try to take that same mentality when I step out in the practice field or in the game field. I want to go out there and give it my best ability, because if you go out there and do that, you're usually going to have great results. And that's just kind of my motto, and that's the one I try to live by. Jill, I usually go by the nickname of Fitz. I mean, everybody's been calling me Fitz since I was probably 4 or 5 years old. So, I mean, that's pretty much what I'm known as around the locker room, and most of my friends call me Fitz as well.